Hello there people, how are you all getting on? You're all looking beautiful again, always looking beautiful. We're going to go to two meetings tomorrow. Obviously one is the Curragh, the other is Uttoxeter. Now I didn't do too bad today. I had a lot of seconds and a lot of non-runners. But I had 3 winners at the Curragh. But remember, I had the 50 to 1 shot and the 2,000 guineas that finished third. That's a 10 to 1 winner, lads. I didn't think Stad would actually win the race now, to be fair. I did not think he'd win. But he won easily. And Ryan and Aidan had 3 nice winners today. And he's going to have a few tomorrow. So we'll get on to tomorrow's racing. Now these are only my thoughts, okay? Remember, always gamble responsibly and never chase your money. Only bet what you can afford. Alright, we'll get going. Sorry now for the reflection of the laptop in my glasses. But anyway, here, we'll get going tomorrow. There's 8 races at the Curragh and there's 7 at Uttoxeter. There's only 4 meetings on. So I just said I'd pick out Uttoxeter because it's a lucky track for me. Anyway, we'll go to the first race at the Curragh tomorrow, which is the 145. And I've wrote down number 5. Aidan O'Brien is favourite at 4 to 9. Sun Goddess. So there's going to be a good few each way bets for tomorrow, because there's a lot of money on us. And I don't like giving out money on, no. Because believe it or not, it's 50-50. 5 out of 10 money on shots always get beaten. Look it up. Right, I picked out number 5. It's a 15 grand maiden, Lady Patrona. For Shane Foley and Jessica Harrington. And Lady Patrona is 10 to 1. Third favourite. Now there's nine horses declared to run. And you have a 4 to 9 in the field, so the second favourite is 7 to 1. So that's the first race out of the way. Number 5 in the 145 at 10 to 1. Second race of the Curragh to 215. A Group 3, 42 grand, 6 furlongs. Again, Aidan O'Brien. 1 to 2 favourite, Great Barrier Reef. 8 declared to run. So we're going to have an each way swing. I like to go through all the races on the card. So we have an each way swing, and I've written down number 2, which is another Aidan O'Brien horse, ridden by Wayne Lorden. Carry the Flag. That's number 2 in the second race tomorrow at the Curragh to 215. Carry the Flag, 8 to 1. Right, straight on to race 3 to 245 at the Curragh. There's almost 2 joint favourites. This is hard racing, lads. Yeah, today and yesterday, tomorrow and today, there was some big results came out today in all of the meetings. There's tough racing. So like I said, these are only my thoughts. Nicola Burns, I backed her today in a race. I think she finished 14th or something. But anyway, the 245 at the Curragh, I picked out number 7. So you have Joseph O'Brien racing against his father, Aidan O'Brien. Number 7, Green Curragh for Dylan Brown McMugle, whatever way you pronounce this. And that horse is second favourite at 4-1, Green Curragh. Should win. Should win. Move on to the 4th race at the Curragh tomorrow. The 320. The €78,000 Group 2, 1 mile. Now, let me see here now. Hold on to yourself. Why have I 2? I have a couple of races coming up with 2 runners that I fancy, but I have 2 wrote down in this for some reason. Anyway, the first horse is number 4, City of Memphis. That's where my brother came from, Elvis Presley. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, ridden by Billy Lee. And he's not number 3, he's number 4. So City of Memphis. He's serious form, lads, serious form. 3-1 joint favourite. And I don't know why I wrote down number 12. Probably because Oisin Murphy is going to the Curragh tomorrow. Staceteria. I probably wrote him down as an each way bet, but yeah, I did. Sorry, I know where I am now. Sorry, lad. Sorry. City of Memphis to win and Staceteria each way. Staceteria is 10-1. That's why I done it. Couldn't figure it out there for a second. Now we come to the big race. No, we don't. Well, it's still a big race, 300 grand. To 355 at the Curragh, race number 5. I have wrote down number 6, Sadad. Ray Dawson for Roger Varian. I thought Ray Dawson have a winner today, lads. Again, I hate this with Irish racing. O'Brien again. 2-5 favours. Every race. The same as the jumps for Willie Mullins. You go through the whole card. It puts a lot of people off racing. But anyway, I'm going to go against Mini Hawk in the 355, and I'm going to go for Sadad. He's shown at 5-1, 6-1 in places. 8 runners. Be definitely a good each way bet. You get your money back. And you might get a winner. So now we move on to race number 6, which is the big race. The 1,000 guineas. The previous race is worth more. This is worth €290,000 for a Group 1. And who have we favours again for the 4th race in a row? Aidan O'Brien. True Love. I think Precise will beat him. I don't know why. Now I know Ride More jump ship from Precise to Ride True Love, so I don't know what the story is. I think Precise will beat him, but my bet in the race, well, not my bet, I don't really gamble. I'm going to go for number 1. A lot of English trainers and jockeys are going to the Curragh tomorrow. Abashari, number 1, William Buick and Charlie Appleby. I broke Charlie's duck last week. In that big race. Now number 1, Abashari, is 7-1. Back him to win or back him each way against O'Brien's 2 horses. That's a bad 1,000 guineas, my God. 12 runners. Anyway, I won't blow the head off you too much. We'll move on to the 7th race tomorrow at the Curragh, which is the 505. And I have 2 horses wrote down here again. And the first one, I think, is the bet of the day. Number 2, Spanish Tempress. 7-2 favours. Good old Billy Lee and Richard O'Brien. I don't know, did Billy have a winner today? That's very unusual. He's way up there with the top jockeys, Billy Lee. But he's my first bet tomorrow for a win in the 505. And I always go for an each way bet, a big 20 declared to run. So you're going to have a minimum of 16 runners, a big 16 runner handicap. I love them. I love them. So I'm going to have a second bet in that race. But I'm not going to have a second bet, I'm going to give you a second horse. So don't go near the bookies. Anyway, number 17, No More Porter. Adrian McGuinness, Adam Caffrey rides. What price is number 17? 16-1. So I'm giving you a winner and an each way bet in the 505 tomorrow. We'll move on kind of swiftly to the last race at the Curragh tomorrow. Race number 8, which is the 540. Now Willie Mullins have a favourite in this race, Stormheart. It's always Mullins or O'Brien. But anyway, first horse I wrote down, obviously I'm going to give you 2 each way horses in this race. 27 declared to run, 1 mile 6 handicap. Most bookies will be paying out 6 places, 5 and 6 places. So the first horse I'm going to give you in the last race tomorrow at the Curragh is number 3, Granite Bay. Ronan Weenan for JP Fahey. Now I obviously picked him out for a reason, going through the form. He's 18-1. Right? That's number 3 in the last race. 18-1. And then I picked out number 25. I don't know, will he get in or not? But I picked out number 25, High Honour, for David Kinsella. Right? Number 25, 33-1. You have to have a stab at these big shots, lads. You know what I mean? These big prices. I know I had a 50-1 third today in the 2,000 guineas. So you have to have a little go at them, you know what I mean? And just in case number 25 doesn't run, I've wrote down number 15. Uttoxeter. Actually, I had something with a similar name running today and he was non-runner. And I really fancied him. But this is for a stable going, stable's in Wicked Farm, Henry de Bromhead. He only lives down the road from me. And it's Billy Lee again. So that's number 15 in the 540. Where are you, baby? Another 18 to 1. So that's two 18 to 1s, lads. And a 33 to 1 if he runs. Number 25. High Honour. So more than likely, we'll probably have two runners in that race anyway. 25 might get in, I don't know. But any of the ways, we'll move on to Uttoxeter. 7 races at Uttoxeter. Now this is going to be a simple walkthrough because they're all small races. I think there's one big race. And here we go again with the skeletons. A lot of 1 to 2 shots running tomorrow. The first race at Uttoxeter, the 222. I've picked out an each way shot against the skeleton horse, which is 1 to 2. I picked out number 6, Pigeon Forge, Liam Harrison, Emma Lavelle, 10 to 1. That's number 6 in the first race tomorrow at Uttoxeter. The second race is a 252. And this should be a runaway winner. Number 1. You have JJ Burke versus Sean Bowen versus Harry Skelton, not for Dan. But number 1. Number 1 should win the race. Synodin, JJ Burke, Jamie Snowden. I was telling you in a previous video, I had a dream one night that Jamie Snowden gave me a tip. Fucking hell. Anyway, that's number 1 in the second race, 2 to 1, yes. 2 to 1 second favours. Synodin. Move on to the third race at Uttoxeter. The prize money seems to be going up here, 16 grand. Class 2. Third race is the 328. 328, yeah. I wrote down number 3. Yes, this horse has done me a favour in the past. Oisin Murphy. Sean Bowen for Ollie Murphy. Sir Gerlahad. Second last time out, the highest rated horse, let me see. 3 to 1 favours. That's number 3 in the third race at Uttoxeter. Right, we'll move on quickly to the fourth race, which is the 403, number 2. 11 to 8 favours. There's almost 2 joint favourites. Risk in the Ground and American Mike. And this time I'm going to go with the skeleton horse. Risk in the Ground. 11 to 8. That's number 2 in the fourth race at Uttoxeter. We'll move on to the fifth race. The 437. I think this is my nap. I have 2 naps for tomorrow. 2 naps. I had only 1 winner in my treble yesterday. Did I put on my previous video? A winner in 2 seconds. But anyway, that's the way it goes. The 437 at Uttoxeter, number 3, which is very strange. Darragh O'Keefe, Henry de Bromhead's jockey, going over to Uttoxeter for one ride. I wouldn't mind going over there for one ride myself. Tell him listen. Took me a while there to pronounce this. Darragh O'Keefe for J. Cavendish. That's number 3 in the 5th race tomorrow. The 437 at Uttoxeter. That's my first nap. Tell him listen. Right. The 6th race tomorrow at Uttoxeter. The 512. I've wrote down number 6. There's nearly 3 giant 4-1 favourites in this. Malor Moon, number 6, Malor Moon for Fergal O'Brien. These horses are in tremendous form. Let me just see quick now, we've only one race to go. 3 giant favourites, 7, 2 and 6. 7, 2 and 6. I like a jockey and trainer with the same name. Number 7 is Scottish King for Philip Armson. And the trainer is R.J. Armson. But I'm still going to go for number 6. Malor Moon for Fergal O'Brien. So that's number 6 in the 512 tomorrow at Uttoxeter, 4-1. Now we move on to the last race at Uttoxeter, which is my second nap. How all that shit gets on the laptop. The last race at Uttoxeter tomorrow is my second nap. Now it's going to be short price. It won't be under even money. But Nicky Henderson is bringing one horse to Uttoxeter tomorrow. Very, very unusual. It's a flasher, a bumper. Now, I can't believe the price is. First time out, 52 grand. Half brother to Uptown Lass. Uptown Girl. Trained by Billy Joel. Oh, I'm on a miss. Mightn't be able to pronounce this horse now, but anyway, this horse number 3, Curragh. Cruikshank, something like that. You'll know the horse. Number 3, Nico de Bonville. Nico de Boinville. I'm watching horse racing with 140 years. I still can't pronounce names properly, but anyway. Nicky Henderson bringing a horse to Uttoxeter. One horse in a bumper. Mickey Bone, Venetia Williams, Fergal O'Brien, John Berry and David Pipe. It's only a 6-runner race. He should win. He absolutely should win. Number 3. That's my second nap. Number 3 in the last race tomorrow at Uttoxeter. The 547. So there you have it now, lads. I just ran through the Curragh and I ran through Uttoxeter. And I'm absolutely bollocks after all that running. Anyway, look, best of luck. Gamble responsibly and only bet what you can afford. Never ever chase your money. Best of luck, stay safe. Kenny from Tipperary. God bless.